The Ministry of Magic is not going to be pleased. Hey Hogwarts Alumni, are you new to the Ministry of Magic and need help with a few things? Well, I'm here to help. It can be tough keeping up with this fast-paced world of Harry Potter merchandise, and all you want to do is showcase your love for the Wizarding world. Well, here are a few things I've collected and also a wish list of Ministry of Magic items. This next item actually comes from the Archive of Magic, and there's a lot of fabulous pullouts that come from this, and one of them is, which I've actually removed from it, is the vintage Ministry of Magic pass, and as you can see there is gold foiling galore on there. It is a wonderful little replica, and I'll show you what that looks like in compared to the more modern one. Now this is really cool because it even has a lenticular of Newt in there, which hopefully, there we are, let's try and do it that way. Like, how cool is that? That it's foiled, that it has the lenticular photo of our wonderful Newt Scamander in there, and it's got all these like date issued, date of birth. Really, really interesting. Like, I even love the vintage style Ministry of Magic logo, which you can just about see. There's like a more modern version, and then there's the little bit more vintage one. It's just, yeah, it's so interesting to see that Mina Lima, who are Mira and Eduardo, who design a lot of the stuff for the films, one of their creations is just so much detail. I love it. Like, I hope that they will eventually bring out like a vintage one of this, because I really want to get my own version. This other item is one of the companion books that come from the Harry Potter. I can't remember exactly which one it is because I pulled them out a while ago. Hopefully someone will know and be able to leave that in the comment section. But there's the modern version, which is obviously from the Harry Potter series, Ministry of Magic card. Again, another pull out that I managed to pull out without damaging too much of this thing, because this is just like the sticky bit so that I can cut that off. But so this is Mafalda Hopkirk's Ministry of Magic card that comes folded out, and so that's the little photo there. Again, it has all the little bits on. There's actually no gold foiling on this. This is just probably a scan, so that I think that is gold foil on the real one. But love that this is such a thing and that you can actually get this, and yeah, it's so cool. So we've obviously had these two for quite some time, and then like the Harry Potter on Location exhibit opened up where you can actually get your personalized version of this, and I'll show you how this prop one compares to that one in just a moment. So this next item isn't an official item, but when I've been to the studio tour, I do take a lot of photos, and I try to get close-up photos of things that I've never seen before, and one of them was on the lapel of, I believe it was Runcorn. So when, spoiler alert, Harry is, polyjuiced into Runcorn's costume, and on there there's like a little pin badge, like a Ministry of Magic pin badge, metal. I got it from like a 3D, I think it was Shapeways. I think that's where I found it. Again, this was many years ago I bought this. The design was created by Don de Ruyter, and he created this and then put it on there, and they printed it, I think, in copper. Now I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show this. I'm going to have a look on the black background, but I managed to get it 3D printed. Is that even showing up? Just about. Yeah, there we are. No, I don't know if that's focusing. Just do it in front of my face. There we are. Hopefully that's focusing. And it's a little pin badge that is like a replica of the one that was in the film. Now, I thought there would be a pin badge, but it literally is just this tiny little metal thing, and you can like almost miss it. But I think that's the whole point, is that it's supposed to be that small that you would wear it on your clothes undercover amongst the muggles. Like, you don't want to be screaming that I work for the Ministry of Magic. So that's why I love this so much. Now sadly, it didn't come with a pin on it. Like, it just was this. So I've not been able to wear it on anything. I think I'd have to probably get some sort of soldering iron and like kind of, or any jewellery makers that might be watching this, can they give me some advice of how I would attach a pin? I think it would probably maybe have like a safety pin stuck on there, because that would just make it safer, because I'm always so scared to wear pin badges anyway because of the clasps. Like, I probably hook them, it'll come off, and it wasn't cheap, and I cannot remember how much I paid for it, but it's a 3D printed item that you probably won't even be able to see, but that is an item that is a replica that I love, and it's so tiny, and I really want to wear it on more adult things because it's just so different. Like, let's try and give you a show again. Can you see there? That's it. Next item, not specifically Ministry of Magic, but it does say Ministry of Magic on it, but it is the Inquisitorial Squad badge. Now, this is the pin badge that the Warner Brothers Studios sell. Now, this isn't accurate because I believe there's some embroidery on there that is like different. It almost has this kind of swirl look. I may eventually try to make that, replicate that like the one that's in the film. But this is how it comes. And it's £9, and it does come with a little star clip on the back there. And I believe that this is the size accurate one because the Slytherin students wear over the Slytherin badge, and I believe that is the right size that it should be. So although not particularly a Hogwarts alumni or Ministry of Magic like worker would wear this, this is from the Ministry of Magic issued, so I thought I would showcase it in this video. I did also have the Noble Collection version of this, and that's the one that I originally purchased before I found this one on the studio tour. And this is the Noble Collection version, which, as you can see, is quite a lot larger, and I believe that this is actually more of a keyring, not really a badge, because there's no ribbon that comes with it. There is no pin badge. It has like a kind of, clippy clasp that clip to your keys. Now, I think that this one, compared to the Slytherin patch, that if you wear it, is quite a lot larger, and I think that this one is more the screen accurate one. I haven't taken this one to the studio tour to actually compare it to the one that's in the Great Hall. That will be the next thing I try and achieve, possibly when my next visit. Let's see if that can be achieved. Hopefully I'll remember to take this one. That's what I want to try and find out, because I think from looking at it, how close it is, I think this one is the more screen accurate one. Not to say that this one isn't great, because it is a lovely replica, but I think that's more of a keyring version. So those are the two Inquisitorial Squad Ministry of Magic items. Lastly, as I said, to compare the two, so this is the prop replica ones that come out of the companion books, and this is the one that you can purchase from the Harry Potter on Location photographic exhibit. And as you can see, so I'll just compare it to, it's this one it's similar to, so I'll just put that vintage one away. As you can see, this is the prop one, so it is actually a little bit, tiny bit smaller than that one, but I would say that the color looks pretty much the same. Perhaps this one is a little bit of a darker purple. I'm not sure if this one's faded because I've had it out. Not like had it out in the sun, but this is how the color differs. I would say that opening this prop one up in the beginning, it does have the same logos in the front there, so that's how they compare, so that's similar. So opening them up, this is the prop one, and this is the one that I got at the Harry Potter on Location. So that's the photographic exhibit. So when you go through, it's probably personalized. It is just a black and white photo that you stand in front of a green screen, and then they take it for you. So you can do it a few times to see if you like, and then if you don't like it, then you can obviously go back and get your photo done. You obviously only pay for it if you get it. I believe there's like a different photo thing that comes with it, so you get this and then a big photo of it too. I didn't get that when I recently went back, I just got it when it was this. They don't take your fingerprints, so don't worry, you don't have to have like ink on your fingers. This comes pre-printed, but it does come empty, and you can fill that then with your name. Now, looking at the way that this one works, so the date of birth, it says Sun in Pisces, Moon in Leo. Now, I believe in order to find your moon sign, there's a few online calculators that you can put your details in. So it's basically your date of birth, the place you are born, and I believe that if you put the exact time that you are born, you can then find out what your moon sign is. So that's what that is. So that's what it would give you is like Sun in Pisces, Moon in Leo. It would give you something like that. Now, I found out what my one is, but I haven't sort of added it in this sort of kind of typewriter letters on this one yet. So you can put your color eyes in, you can put your weight, your height, and so forth. Date issued. Now, the date issued is, again, it says Jupiter in Scorpio. Now, talking to someone that knows a little bit more about astrology than I do, they said this was kind of made up, but when I was looking online to sort of see if I just put a date in, it kind of gives like there's things that can kind of give you a rough estimate. So if you want to do it the date that you went to the tour or something specific, look up what that would be in like astrological signs, and it can give you a kind of rough estimate, and then you can put your version in. It's not exact as a date, which I think would be amazing if it was like in that, but it's a rough one. And then identity number is obviously a signature by a ministerial superior. I'm not sure who this would be. You could have someone sign that and then add an identity number in there. But I think it can be completed to quite a degree, and I think that's pretty cool. So I have been collecting for quite some time, and like I said, I've noticed that there isn't a lot of Ministry of Magic items around, but I find that odd because I'm sure there must be a lot of older Harry Potter fans that have grown up, and like, you know, most of us will be working at the Ministry of Magic anyway, so this is a call to Warner Brothers. Come on, Warner Brothers, we want more Ministry of Magic stuff. Like, give us this thing that we can pretend that we are working still in the magical world, because like we're too old to be at Hogwarts but we can still exist in the wizarding world in some capacity, so hopefully they will bring out some more stuff in there. You know, how amazing would it be if you include some sort of magical item, like say for instance a pin badge or something on your regular or smart clothing that would just symbolize that you are involved in the Ministry of Magic. I just think that's so cool. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below, do you have any Ministry of Magic items that I should be keeping, that I should, you know, look out for, that I should add to my collection? There are so many like merchandise, so much merchandise around, but Ministry of Magic, like look really, there's not like a ton of it. But I would be interested to know if I missed anything. Let me know in the comment section below, and I will certainly see if I can add it to my collection. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do me a favour and click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that when there's a new video, you'll be notified. Be sure to give this video a like, and with that, remember, the Wizarding World is just one spell away.